Romania and Bulgaria are in the news a lot at the moment, and that's because on the 1st of January, work restrictions will be lifted. No one really knows how many people will leave their old lives behind to head for the UK, but towns like Peterborough are bracing themselves for a second wave of EU migration. To deter benefits tourism, the government has confirmed a new English test, and that's finding some support here.
They're coming over here and they're doing the job and they can't understand English and they can't speak the language, so I can't see how they can actually do the jobs properly.
It's another form of racism. It's indirect racism. How can you judge a person on the basis of their language?
If I went to Poland and I couldn't speak Polish, would I get a job in Poland?
Get your jobs here from £6.31 an hour.
It's a political battlefield, and job centre staff will be the ones on the front line. For the first time, claimants will be asked to prove they can speak English well. Migrants must prove they were genuinely looking for work before entering the UK. And they could also be asked to provide details of family ties abroad, dependents and a permanent British address. Peterborough is a top target seat for UKIP. Its leader says today's changes are irrelevant.
What the government are doing is talking tough, and they're saying we won't give you benefits unless you can speak English. Do you know what? It's not worth a row of beans, because under European law that would be discriminatory. So it's not going to make any difference at all to the numbers of people coming to Britain, whether they can qualify for benefits or not. It's just the government desperate, frankly, to get UKIP off their backs.
These issues are political dynamite, especially, it turns out, for people who've been successful in finding work here in the UK.
It's important, to speak the language. If you go to my country, like I'm from Turkey, if you go to Turkey and not speaking Turkish, how can you manage? You can't do nothing.
You can't work anyway if you don't have English.
They came only because of benefits, so it's not fair for English people.
And do you think that happens a lot, or is it just a tiny...
A lot.
The European Commission is already suing the British government, but politicians know this is a vote winner in any language you choose. Simon Viger, 5 News, Peterborough.